Good morning, people. All the chess lovers out there. All the Matty lovers. Maybe some of you are just watching for me. Realised Saturday's video, I tried showing you my stats and you couldn't even see them in the video. So well done, Matty. Excellent recording skills. But give me a break because I'm not an expert. I'm just getting used to how this all works in terms of recording and stuff. But you can see here I've got them now. So this is what I was trying to show you on Saturday in the last episode. So doing pretty good in Rapid at the minute, up 130 points in the last 30 days. That's just because I don't play it much though. Bullet, struggling in the last day or two. You can see had some massive dips, but I think that's what it's like. You can end up going on a really bad run, but then you work it back eventually. So if we just click into Bullet, because guys, this is what I play the most. So all time, my highest ranking has been, or highest rating, sorry, 2055, which is pretty good. I just wanted to flex on y'all because I think that's really good. I think once before the layout changed on chess.com, it was like top 44,000 in the world. And considering millions of people play chess, I thought that was all right. So let me have this moment. Let me flex on you. So, 10-minute game, feeling good. Went for a run yesterday. I want to go again today, but feeling a bit sore. As you can see, I am an Arsenal fan, so it's been a pretty good weekend. So, 10 minutes, let's go. I think we're on a current 4-game winning streak in Rapid. So, fingers crossed, we can keep it going today. So, he starts with e4. So, start with a classic Caro-Kann. It's just the one that I know best. So let's see if he goes for the exchange variation. Yes, he does. So I think I said in a previous video that sometimes I don't take back, but when I've analysed it afterwards, it's definitely not the best move. Sometimes I just ignore the threat here and I'll just bring my knight out, but apparently it's not the best way. So sometimes you can take with a queen, but I wouldn't always advise just bringing your queen out too quickly. Just end up with it getting threatened too much. Couple choices: bring one of the knights out, or I often just bring the bishop out to pin the knight, which he now covers. And then I'm going to just lock my bishop in. And let's bring the bishop back. I don't want to trade it yet. So this is quite common open in these moves that you're seeing now. This happens quite often in my Caro-Kann games. Now, which piece do I want to develop next? How about some point he's probably going to develop this bishop threatening my queen. So I think I'll move the bishop first. If I move the knight out, it just gets pinned straight away. Maybe bring the bishop back. Trying to move a bit quicker because I know in some of the previous games I end up talking too much and I end up struggling on time at the end. If it comes down to an end game, I don't want to be under pressure. Shout out David Bowie and Queen. That's not really so. I think there might be a bit of a threat here. Do you know what? Let's just always. Sometimes I like to ask the bishop a question. What are you doing here? What are you doing? Sometimes that's what I like to ask the bishop. So let's see what the bishop's answer is. You want to take my knight, the queen? Obviously, can't take that with a king. So the reason he's done this is obviously it's to I've lost my ability to castle now. But sometimes that's fine. I put a real pressure on my knight, but I don't know what the real threat is. I've got this nice looking bishop looking across the light squares. There's no threat over here. He's just given all his pieces away, and I've got a lead in development. So what I will do... Right, could I just push here? Really just open up that side of the board? Or do I want to bring both rooks over here and just start pushing on this side? Couple of options here, guys. I don't know which one's best. I do like h5, but it doesn't have to take. This is what I say sometimes at the lower level. What you're thinking is, right, I can push here, he's going to take, and then I open up my rook and take back with the rook, and there's pressure on here, but he doesn't have to take. We just push this pawn, and it's defended by the bishop. So what I'm thinking also is bringing this knight to a more active square. It's threatening the pawn. He's maybe, okay, he's pushed. Got to be careful here that my bishop doesn't get trapped. Straight away, I'm thinking just this bishop's going to stand there forever now. So I don't know if that was the best move. My bishop is there forever. Now he's castled that side with all the pawns pushed in front of his king. I think we have to start going for it. I think we bring both rooks and we absolutely start hammering this side. I don't think he's played it the best. Now, if I just go straight for h5, he's probably just going to push. So is there any way? I'm just going to play it. I don't think he's playing the best moves at the moment. So now I'm going to take, and that rook is open. Playing a bit too fast as well. There's nothing wrong, guys, with... You might look at it and think, I've got a really short amount of time left compared to him, but I've got all the pressure on this side. I'm going to bring this rook here, threatening this pawn with check. It would be a check. And then I'm just doubling up. Next move, I'm just doubling up. I think this is looking pretty good, and this beautiful bishop is stopping the king from escaping. So the next two moves, it's got knight here. I think that stops mate. This is quite a crucial position. So let's try and calculate. So check. He's got a couple of options, but one of them's not very good. So he's probably going to go back, only move. Then I check again with that rook. Has to come back here. Then I check with this rook. I think we might be close to a mate, or at least it's got to be close. So check there. He can't. If he comes forward, I think has to go back. What am I missing? What am I missing? His only move is. Not gonna lie, that was quite an easy game. At this level, I'm kind of expecting it to be more challenging. But we take it. I think that's 5 in a row now. Let's check the game review. Let's get into this. I think that felt pretty accurate. 86%, my guess. Oh, you're joking. Why is the analysis connection closed? Why would you do that? And now I've accidentally clicked on an ad. Right, I wanted to see it. I want to see the percentage. My guess is 86 for me. Hey, I am getting this. That is insane. Oh my god. There's not many people watching my videos. But I might have to try and click this up again and do a little short. 86% I just said. And in the last episode, I said 72, and it was pretty much bang on. What is going on with my judgment in terms of my accuracy? But yeah, that felt pretty accurate. Didn't feel like I made too many mistakes. It looks like there's a couple maybe towards the end. So we started with classic Caro-Kann. First few moves, you'll see this book. If you ever do an analysis, you'll see this. Some moves are called book moves, and that just means that you've played It means you've played the correct line or the correct set of moves for that opening. So it means you know some of the lines quite in depth. So those first 5, 6 moves are all book moves. So keep going. It was the best move, bringing the bishop back and not letting him take. So I'm hoping it's going to pause soon. So it went through a lot there. I just want to take it back a little bit. Now, some of you might think the reviews are boring, but screw you, I like it. I am trying to go quicker as well. So, go back here, and I've got a slight advantage already. How the opponent played. I think sometimes people are just far too quick to want to trade. Or I've seen Gotham Chessers, I've seen him do a couple of lessons with people, and one of the things he said is a lot of beginners or people who don't play chess as often go to battle too soon. When you go into battle or you go into try and have an attack, likes to trade the bishop here, but trading the queen as well, that's your most threatening piece. So I wasn't a big fan of that from the opponent. So he takes I pressure the bishop, so he has to make a decision, he either takes or goes back. But we took back. Best move was to take with his queen. That's fine. But I've still got a slight advantage. That's the best move apparently. I've obviously got to take. So best move. I develop my knight, connecting both my rooks as well, which is always a good thing. Always try and get both your rooks seeing each other, if you like. The rooks are besties. They want to be close. They want to see each other. That move, it says it's okay. It's not a mistake or anything, but I didn't like the fact that he's just let my bishop. This massive, and why is that? I'm surprised that's such an inaccuracy. He wants me to just go for h5 straight away, and I was looking at that. I did mention it in the game, but castling that side, I think that's crazy. I'll be totally honest. You've pushed every single pawn. He's pushed every single pawn in front of this king. Guys, don't castle on that side if that's what you've done with your pawns. That's not a good move. So he brings the knight out after I push, and straight away I've got a slight advantage again because he's just not doing anything about the threat on this side. So I've moved the... I didn't need to... This is one thing that I do. Sometimes you can ignore the threat. So obviously, if I go back, I was worried because I like this bishop seeing everything. I just need to go for this attack. I just need to keep going with this attack, guys. Ignore that threat. So what does it want me to do? Let's say I did ignore it. What if he takes here now? Want me to take another pawn? What's the best move? Eventually I need to get a new laptop. It's so bad. I wonder if... I don't think the best move would be to take again. You've got to take the knight back, surely. Take the knight back. Best move. Then he takes here. And I've still just got this open file. I get it. But because of that bishop not being there, his king's just going to run out, isn't it? Go there. Now what? He just starts running his king. I've still got a slight advantage, but very interesting. So we got to this point, and that's just a huge mistake. He's trying to protect that pawn, but he's let me double up, and he's not got his king an escape square. Jesus! So a little key piece of advice here. So tune in if you listen. If you're still listening and you appreciate chess advice, you need to realise in any given position, if your king doesn't have a way out. So here, for example, this bishop is blocking the king's escape. The rook is blocking the king's escape. It can't go there. So that's why I think it wanted him to move this rook here, so that the king has got a nice little cozy escape square where he's protected by his pieces. You can't just lock your king inside, not some sadistic torture method. Okay, you can't just lock your... This is not medieval times. So he needed to give his king an escape. He didn't. I doubled up, and from there it was, yes, GG's, mate in 3, and I spotted it. Maybe some of you are even better than me, more advanced, maybe think, well, that's obviously mate in 3, that's easy. But for those who are not, so those who are just starting out, if you watched the video, I did calculate it. I did apparently go the wrong way about it. So maybe I'm not as pleased. I should have gone here, apparently, but I went here like, oh no, this is going to be a mistake, isn't it? So why is that not... Why does this not lead to mate? What escape has the king got? Because he went here. So what was his other option? What if he goes there? Best move. Now I go there. He comes back. He goes here. So he could have got to this point where I think I'm still up a huge amount of material. I would have got his rook on that last move, but that's annoying. So I'm not as pleased as I should have just gone here. And I think sometimes it's hard. That's a hard check to spot, in my opinion. As I said, these rooks are besties. So often you want to keep them on the same file. But actually what this leads to, I think, is something... It's a bit like what we call a ladder mate. So when you've got your rooks connected, what you can end up doing is you start moving them in rungs down a ladder, step by step. So I can maybe show you. So the king's only move is there. So where's the next? Ooh, they're a nasty sack. Oh, that would have been so nice. We ended up with the same mate where I brought the bishop back, but this one would have been so much nicer. Look at this. Oh no, my rook! Protected by the bishop, and that's mate. The king is in a box. It cannot get out. Damn! That's annoying. Never mind. We still win. We still got a good percentage accuracy, and I got it bang on. I'm getting good at spotting them. So I might do a double upload today. One of my friends was asking where the video was yesterday, which is nice, isn't it? It's nice some people are watching. And those who are only watching a little bit of it, please try and watch a bit more. Give me a chance. I feel like I'm starting to get into it a bit more. Let my personality come out a bit. But I hope some of it's informative, funny, helpful, anything like that. So stay tuned for the next one. I'm going to go for a run now, I think. So see you later.